So in Onward, there are 3 different kinds of grenades. There's the fragmentation grenade, the flash grenade, and the smoke grenade. Interestingly, they have slightly different variables as to how far each of them can be thrown. The frag grenade can be thrown the farthest, not only because it's round, but it also seems to be the lightest. You can throw it farthest normally. Its round shape also allows it to roll after it hits the ground, usually maximum about a foot. This throw is probably the farthest you can get with a frag. It was a perfect throw as well as it rolled a few feet. Smoke grenades are almost identical to frag grenades in the distance that they can be thrown, with the exception that they don't roll as predictably since they're cylindrical. Most of them will land about halfway to 75% of the way to the target, which is actually slightly less than the frag grenade. Usually with a frag you can at least get to the target. Flashbangs are interesting not because of the distance they can be thrown, but because of their 3-second timer. Regardless of how well it rolls or how far you can throw it, you're usually not going to get more than halfway to the target before the flashbang explodes, sometimes even in the air. Alright, now we're going to be going over the grenade damage. Very interesting in this game is that the grenade damage is either a 0 or a 1. So when you're far enough like this, the grenade will not kill you, but when you're just a few steps closer, like so, the grenade will kill you. And there isn't any scale in between those distances. It's either you die or you don't die. Similar to this mechanic, there is a grenade stun effect. So the effect that comes up when you die will still come up if you're within the grenade's kill range, but behind some solid cover. And the mechanics for the solid cover is kind of weird. If it's just like an inch outside, or if there's just like an inch of visibility, it can kill you, but the angles are usually pretty steep. Now you'll see here that no matter how far away you are, or no matter how much cover you're behind, if you're within a certain distance, you will get that grenade stun effect, which if you're outside of, nothing will happen. Next is the flashbang, which is similar to the grenade. It's either you flash or you aren't, depending on what cover you're behind. However, an interesting bug with the flashbang is that if you cook it, let it explode, and then do some other action, it's possible that you can lose your hands like this, which is kind of funny, but also like would suck if you're in the middle of a firefight. It can only be fixed by returning to the tent. Here I'm just doing a bit of shooting to prove, yes, my tracking is okay, it's not my tracking controller is just disappearing, everything is going fine. And then here's a similar replication where instead it just deletes the grenade when you reach for it, which it's also I just don't understand. This next one is almost certainly a bug, but it's an interesting, different kind of being flashbang, except this time it's good. You kind of want this to happen. If you're flashed once, you, your teammate, or your enemy can throw another flash at you while you're still in the flash cooldown at the end, and become flashed to where you can kind of see the gamma that's poking through. In this situation, everybody who wasn't flashed would be flashed except for you. Once that main flash wears down and you're kind of just seeing the edges, if a second flash goes off in that time, everyone else will be blinded and the person will be able to take down pretty much an entire team before their flash even fades away. If you're interested in more videos like this, like the mechanics, the how-to, and some statistics about the game, go ahead and subscribe, see what I do in the future, and I'll see you then.